Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dayon Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt, and I'm now joined by University of Arkansas Pine Bluff wide receiver Isiah Ferguson. Thanks for joining the show, Isiah. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, the pleasure's all mine. We're going to be talking about your football career, Isiah. And first things first, after high school, I know you took the JUCO route and you had some offers from schools such as Bowling Green and UMass, but in the end you decided to attend the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Can you just pretty much tell us how you got to where you're at right now and why you decided to attend UAPB after your time in junior college?
In junior college, I spent 18 months there at ASA College. But actually, before I got to the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, I got to ASA College in downtown Brooklyn. And, I got there because I had a situation in high school, where before I actually got to high school, I was like 15 years old in the 9th grade because in middle school I was kind of, bouncing around with my family, whatever the case may be. So when I finally got to the high school, I was 15, turning 16. So in high school, my situation was kind of unique because, I only played 3 years of high school. And by the time my senior year came, I was 19 years old. So and where I'm from in New York City, after 18 years old, you can't play high school ball no more, or whatever the case may be. And ASA College that came up, they knew my situation, whatever the case may be, and they gave me an opportunity where I could come to ASA College, and play right away, and and instead of graduating with my high school diploma, I could get a GED. So that situation was kind of like, rough for me. Like, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to, take that route or whatever, but I spoke to my family about it because football was like a big part of me, still, going to school. It kind of kept me level-headed because I know, if I'd be able to play football, I got to have the right grades. So I finally went to junior college, and as far as going to UAPB, it was kind of like a long journey because I was originally committed to Bowling Green State University throughout really like my whole college career. So most colleges that was coming around, I kind of like, backed up because I'm like, I'm going to like Bowling Green or whatever the case may be. And me ending up at University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, it's kind of like a last minute situation, but when I actually went down there, I felt good, I felt comfortable. Coaching staff was showing me, a lot of love and stuff like that, and I felt wanted, so that's why I made a decision to go there.
And last year, Isiah, was your junior season. You put up 22 receptions, 350 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What would you say was the highlight of last season for you?
The highlight of last season for me, we kind of had like a whole season as a team, but personally, the highlight was the Jackson State. We was down in the fourth quarter, and I was kind of like trying to make a play for my team. And like 2 defenders trying to attack me. I was trying to get the first down, and I had hurdled one defender, and the other defender behind him trying to hit me, but I bounced off him and got upfield and got the first down.
Hey, man, you gotta love it, man. Now, when I turn on your tape, I see a huge wide receiver. I mean, you're 6'5", 6'6", 205 pounds. But what's rare to me is your speed and just your athleticism. I mean, I feel that every time you get the ball in your hands, whether it's, whether you get the ball 3 yards out or 30 yards out, there's always a chance for you to bring it to the house. And you mentioned that play against Jackson State, and I gotta say, man, that's one of the best plays I've ever seen. Just to see somebody, just hurdle a player the way you did, it was just ridiculous. I mean, and that's not the only time you've hopped over an opponent. And like you said, you use your shoulder pads. You got a nice stiff arm. I gotta say, I love your game. Now, with that being said, you had a pretty good junior season. Now here we're getting ready for your senior year. What are your expectations for your final year of college football?
This is my final year, man. This is my last one. My expectations is very high for myself and very high for my team, And as a senior, I got to be a leader. I got to be a senior leader, and I really just want to win a championship. Put up some good numbers and do what I got to do as best as my team.
Now, you know, the SWAC, they have some good teams like the Golden Lions, you guys, you know, Jackson State, Southern University. What do you feel, you know, you guys have to do to make it to the championship game and win it?
I just feel like as long as we, you know, work hard, put the time in the weight room, you know, put the time in the film room, you know, and just listen to our coaches, man, and just go out there and have fun. I feel like the SWAC is kind of like always up in the air as far as winning the championship, but I just feel like as long as we come together, you know, put the time in, we'll be all right.
Chris Shanafelt talking with 2015 NFL draft prospect and Arkansas Pine Bluff wide receiver Isiah Ferguson. And Isiah, the UAPB Golden Lions open the season August 30th against Texas State. I know that's a game I'm certainly looking forward to, but is there a game on this year's schedule that you're looking forward to playing more than others?
Texas State. I think Texas State will be a good game. You know, and I think it'll be a big game for our team because it's the first game on the schedule. So right now, all the work I'm putting in the off season, everything is just, you know, working towards Texas State. You know, they're a Division I program, you know, and I feel like that'll show us as a team where we at and where we stand.
Absolutely, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it, and that's the first game of the season, so you can't go wrong with that at all. Now, Isiah, my next question, man, whether it was at junior college or even here at UAPB, what do you think has been the most memorable play of your college football career?
As far as my memorable play, I'll say it was against Alcorn State. I caught a screen from our quarterback against Alcorn State. I think we was down, and I caught a screen, and the cornerback tried to come down and tackle me, and I gave him one move, stick to the outside, came back to the inside, and dove in the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice, nice. Now, what do you think is something a part of your game that you're really confident about, and what is something you think you could work on, if anything?
As far as, I think my hands, I'm very confident in my hands. I think I like to attack the ball, and since I'm a big target, like, if you put the ball in my area, you know, as far as my height, I'm 6'5", so I think I could, you know, snatch it from anywhere. Like, I can jump up, I got a good vertical. And as far as the things I got to work on is just, you know, I mean, I'm pretty fast, but I just want to get faster because I know as far as, you know, in college it's about speed and the next level is about speed, so I'm just trying to get faster and just get more quicker.
Well, like we've said, you're entering your final year of college. Now, whether it's somebody who attended University of Arkansas Pine Bluff or not, and I know you still have another year left at UAPB, but has anybody given you any advice on what to expect at the next level?
Well, I kind of spoke to a few scouts on, you know, my dream pro day and stuff like that. They was just, you know, telling me really not to, you know, not really worry about the next level too much. Just, you know, it's your senior year and stuff like that. Just, you know, focus on your senior season and let everything else take care of itself. And when that time comes, just, you know, be ready.
Well, 6'5" wide receiver, it's definitely nice to watch, but they're rare to come across. If you were able to compare yourself to a wide receiver currently playing in the NFL, who do you think that would be and why?
As far as the comparison, I compare myself to A.J. Green. And I say that because A.J. Green, he's tall, about 6'4", 6'5". He got some good hands, and he knows how to use his body when the ball's in the air. And he's pretty fast for his size.
Absolutely, one of the top receivers in the NFL. Now, the 2014 NFL Draft was just a few weeks ago, Isiah. I know you plan on entering the 2015 NFL Draft. At any point during the 2014 NFL Draft, did you think to yourself, like, man, next year, you know, my dream's going to be coming true or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've been watching the draft, you know, since I was a kid. I started playing football when I was 6 years old. And as far as seeing, you know, Calvin Benjamin from Florida State go in the first round, yeah, he's like my size. We got the like same body type, you know. When he went in the first round, I was like, yeah, man, I know I can do it. Like, he's like just like me. He's my size, you know. He's kind of got the same range of motion as far as our long legs. Once I see him go, I'm like, yeah, I know I can do it without a question.
Absolutely. Now, Isiah, man, I got to say, it's been a true pleasure to finally speak with you, man. You are definitely one of the top smaller school prospects out there, and I got to say, I'm looking forward to watching you have a lot of success this upcoming season, man. Before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to say to myself and our listeners?
I just want, you know, everybody to, you know, watch out for me and my Golden Lions in the 2014 season coming up. I feel like we got a good run coming this year as far as going to the SWAC championship, and, you know, I just appreciate you having me on the show.
Hey, man, thank you. And if anybody wants to follow you on Twitter, you're at Ferg, Ferg_H2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Hey, sounds great, Isaiah. Keep in touch, all right, man?
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning into the CS Podcast. I hope you enjoyed. Please check out all of my past interviews at www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722. Once again, that's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at Chris Shanafelt.